Who am I talking to in it? And I know because I go, because your future looks pretty bleak. Hello, I'm Scarlett Johansson, and I am going to guess some of my film clues. You're probably just having a midlife crisis. Did you buy a Porsche yet? Lost in translation?
You're probably just having a midlife crisis. Did you buy a Porsche yet?
That set was the Park Hyatt in Tokyo. It was fully functioning hotel. It felt like very much we were doing a kind of guerrilla style filmmaking because we were a small crew. We just were capturing what we could wherever we could get it, and it was a really quick shoot. My experience shooting it sort of mirrored my experience in the film because I felt so out of my element. I was also 17 when we made it. The character, Charlotte, is kind of in that headspace too. I've lived a lot of lives, but I'm done running from my past is Black Widow.
I've lived a lot of lives. I'm done running from my past.
I absolutely loved every filming experience I had working 10 years with Marvel and with that amazing cast, and I love the character Natasha. It was amazing to build that character over such a long period of time. And I also feel really good about her sort of story coming to a close. I think she has a lot of dignity, and I felt like I did it all. You know, I did it to its fullest. I know it's sad, but it's bittersweet. Yeah, now I have two big brothers to look out for me. This is from North.
Yeah, now I have two big brothers to look out for me.
I have kind of those trippy memories that you have of being a kid where you have very specific memories of people. And I remember doing a dinner scene, and it was the first time I'd ever done an interior. And I remember looking up at all of the lighting equipment, and I was mesmerized by the whole production. I remember that very well. And having a crush on Elijia Wood. I remember that very well. Surprise. You have an ass that makes me want to dry hump. Oh God, I feel like I said that to a girl. Is that Ghost World? He's just not that into you.
Or an ass that makes me want to dry hump.
Do people usually get all of these? I'm supposed to be spinning a 9-pound bowling ball over my head at this point, but you just have to imagine that part is from Scoop. You just have to imagine that part. Oh, is it Sing? It's Isle of Dogs?
I'm supposed to be spinning a 9-pound bowling ball over my head at this point, but you just have to imagine that part.
I loved working with Wes. I recorded for an afternoon with him, or maybe it was 1 or 2 days of work. Even though we only worked that one day, I mean, he's just as precise doing live action, which I appreciate very much. He's probably a better actor than most of the, probably a better actor than me anyway. He delivers my lines better than I do. I read the script for Asteroid City. I didn't get a pitch for the character. It's so specifically written, and she references different parts of her life. You know, we talked a lot about the character. I always try to figure out if there's something I can contribute to, and that's kind of how the conversation went. And then usually I'll like dream about it, and once I start dreaming about it, then I know that there's no turning back. Okay, I guess I'll see you on set. Men always seem to wonder, they think I'd be something very special. Is Match Point?
Men always seem to wonder. They think I'd be something very special.
The one and only time I've ever been to Cannes was for Match Point. It was a long time ago. It was such a whirlwind. I remember going up those crazy stairs. I just didn't have any reference for Cannes at all. You know, I just was so out of my wheelhouse, like growing up and working. I had never been to something so involved and massive like that. It's like movies and movie stars everywhere. I'd been to Venice. I'd been to like a couple of festivals before that, but Cannes is like something else, right? Enjoy tonight because your future looks pretty fucking bleak. Oh God, what is it? I know it. I know it because I've said it. Oh, Match Point. Is it Match Point? Wait, don't tell me. Is it Ghost World? What is it? Who am I talking to in it? And I know because I go, because your future looks pretty fucking bleak, but I can't remember where it's from.
Enjoy tonight because your future looks pretty fucking bleak.
When is the last time you touched someone? I feel like it could be under the skin, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
When was the last time you touched someone?
I mean, I think Jonathan Glazer is such a trailblazer. So I think visually his stuff is often used for references for film, and he has a movie out in Cannes. I think it's in competition this year, so I'm pretty excited about it. I've decided about Pilgrim. I think we should put him down. It's Not Fair to Let Him Suffer is definitely from The Horse Whisperer.
I've decided about Pilgrim. Oh. I think we should put him down. It's not fair to let him suffer.
Kristen has played my mom 3 times in a film that we just did that she directed. She played my mom in The Other Boleyn Girl, and she played my mom in Horse Whisperer. I didn't really keep in touch with her over the years, but I've seen her in different times of my life. When I was 12, when I was probably in like 20, 21, and then now as a mother of 2 children. She's wonderful. Really strong actors, director, and formidable in all the wonderful ways. Movies and porno are different. They give awards for movies is from Don John.
Movies and porno are different, John. They give awards for movies.
I never really came alive for myself. I was only feeding his aliveness is from Marriage Story.
I didn't ever really come alive for myself. I was just feeding his aliveness.
Yeah, it was not that long ago. I will work out dialogue for years. And I'll like text a director and say, I figured it out. It's like, oh, I figured out how to do that scene. Dialogue stays with me for a long time. Obviously not as clear in this test, but sometimes I'll think about work that I did from a decade ago and have another idea. But that's good. That means it's still alive, right?